Hey, church family, it's Pastor Tim on Wednesday, May the 27th with an update. Tonight, the Governance Commission met and has approved that we move into phase 2 of our plan to move back together. Now, you can read a full explanation of that at eastcobbpres.org/together, but let me give you some quick highlights. First, we're asking our staff to begin to move their work back on campus and to provide limited office hours where people can come with scheduled appointments. So when those hours are published, you can schedule an appointment and visit or be ministered to by the staff. We do ask you to be considerate of their health by wearing a mask, physically distancing, and then washing your hands. The building remains closed for ministry purposes outside of these limited office hours. Second, we are asking our worship team to begin to move their recording back into the sanctuary. Now, it will still be presented virtually on Sunday morning, but this helps them get back into the routine of rehearsals and setup. It also helps them work through the new technology that we have that we hope will help us with our live streaming. If you remember when we began, it was a bit sketchy. And so we're trying to make sure that when we live stream in our next phase, phase 3, when we do that, that our equipment is up to speed and we're able to do it well. So the worship team will begin to rehearse and record from the sanctuary on the first Sunday of June. Third, groups of 50 or fewer can begin to meet off campus. Now, you still have to practice good CDC protocols. Consider wearing a mask. Meet in a place where you can physically distance, and then wash your hands and sanitize before and afterwards. So be aware that those protocols are still in place. But a group, a life group, or a larger group could meet in a park and have a meeting as an official part of our church function. Now, this is phase 2. We will move to phase 3 when we feel like we can do it in a way that provides for the safety of the most vulnerable among us. Now, that may take longer than you'd like. So here's what we've done. We have formed a task force of several key people within the church, and together we are working on everything that needs to be done to prepare for worship on campus. And there's a lot. We have to think about cleaning. We have to think about how we're going to physically distance in the building, how many people can be in the building in the sanctuary at one time, how many services we're going to have, how will we clean between those services, how will the technology work. There's just a lot to process. How many volunteers will we need? What doors do we need to leave open? What doors do we need to leave closed? What kind of signage? What kind of Germex stations do we need to have? There's just a lot to process. And so this team has been put in place to think through those elements of coming back together. We want to come back together, but we don't want to do it in a way that shows a lack of concern or affection for the vulnerable among us. So pray for us. Right now we're in phase 2. Phase 3 is probably a little bit away, but we're working on it. And when we have a plan and we're ready to execute it, we'll let you know. Thanks for engaging and for listening. Let us know if you have any needs. God bless you.